We still have like 5 keychains to do. Back to it.
Came to win, to fight, to conquer.
Okay, guys, it's the day before Bite of the Black business. My first actual, I want to say, pop-up shop. I didn't have a table, okay, and I realized that now. And see, if I had went to the last one that I had signed up for, I wouldn't have had a table. So, I'm glad I got me a table. And I needed a new ring light, so I got me a new ring light. And got me this because duh. Why not? But yeah, I got me a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, this is gonna be so fun.
Officially made it to Pittsburgh, and we did it in 3 hours, so.
I've been up all night. Yeah. Yeah, I've been up all night. And I'm just now making my business cards. We still have like 5 keychains to do. Back to it. Oh no! Dang it! Did I not bring the Libra cup? No! I know I got every cup off that damn table. Hi! Hello. Oh. They're Zodiac wine glasses. How fun.
Mom, doggy! Mom, she's ducks. Mom? Mom?
Are you trying to sing Bird of the Word? Why? Bird of the Word? Oh my god.
Let's me talk.
walk in first.
Yeah.
Grab the Aquarius.
Aquarius, the colored one or the black?
Let's go with the black.
Yeah.
So, 699.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks. You too. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
First, I ain't even opened that yet.
Joe, he left the cup. He left the cup. He left the cup? Yeah.
So it's 6:28 right now. Mateo, please stop. It's 6:28 right now. I had to leave the event early because I was tired, the kids was tired, we were all tired, and we were just all tired. I'll update you some more when I get home. Good morning. I am so tired. So tired. I had my first pop-up shop yesterday. Okay, so I live in Washington. Okay. I live in Auburn, Washington, and the event was in Tacoma, Washington. It was only like a 25-minute drive, 30 minutes. 25, 30 minutes. It was nothing. But it was just a lot, even though I had like inventory. Like just getting everything there that I needed was just a lot. It was a lot to do. That morning was just so much. By the way, it's the next day. I was going to do like an after the event kind of video, but I was so tired. I was so tired. As soon as I came in, I didn't even have dinner. I fed my kids. Look, they had Wendy's for dinner. Okay. Okay. They had Wendy's. I had sleep for dinner. I had sleep. I couldn't even eat. I was so tired, and like it was fun, but such an exhausting day. Like even my daughter was like, "Mom, my feet hurt." Yeah. 7 hours. They had chairs. I made sure I brought their chairs because I had to bring them with me. Didn't have anyone to watch them. So I brought them their chairs, but forgot mine. I forgot my chair. Okay. So I was standing there pretty much all day until the booth next to me had an extra chair, and they saw me trying to sit on the ground next to my kids, and they were like, "Hey, do you want this? Do you want to use this extra chair?" I was like, "Oh, yes, thank you." Oh, man. Like, even before, when I was getting everything in the car, I had opened my trunk, and the table was in there. I had opened my trunk, and the table fell on my foot. It hurt so bad. I got a cut on my toe. It hurt so bad. I mean, my toe isn't broken or anything. It's sore right now. It's sore, and it kind of hurts. And if, like, I were to try to do any, like, too much, I feel like it would hurt a lot worse. There were a lot of businesses there, and food, and, like, it was fun. But, and so, man, what was I talking about? Space case over here. I would say about 30 minutes before the event. I forgot what I was talking about. I would say about 30, 45 minutes before the event. I was like finishing setting up, and I had all my cups out and stuff. And this guy comes up and he actually like bought a few items, like nothing big. He bought one of the Zodiac cups, one of the Zodiac wine glasses, which I was so happy about. And two stickers. I was really happy about that too, because they were my stickers, like my designed stickers. not the designs that I bought from like design bundles and Etsy, like the stickers that I had actually put together myself. And I was so happy about that. And actually one of the stickers that he got was one of my little ghosties. I was so happy. I was like, oh, my little ghosties are loved. I drew those ghosts. Like, I drew those. Those were my ghosts. I was so happy about that, and I was so proud of myself. As the event went on, I got a couple lookers, people walking by. I was handing out freebie stickers, so I gave out a lot of my business cards. And the kids had fun, in the bounce house and stuff. And it was like a back to school theme, because it was the last Bite of Black Business event for this year. I'm pretty sure they're going to do it again next year for 3 days, for only 3 days. But they're spread out 2 weeks at a time. So, the last day yesterday was a back to school themed kind of thing. So they were giving out free school supplies, backpacks, things like that for all the kids. They brought out all the stops for the kids, and it was fun. my kids had fun. Everybody else's kids had fun. There were like little talent shows and performances, like all, and it was so fun. Yeah, and I met a lot of cool people, nice vendors. It was so awesome. And we got to vote for our favorite vendor, and whoever wins gets like a $500 grant towards their business. And let me tell you, I mean, I know I won't get voted because nobody came to my booth, which is fine. I won't get a vote, and that's fine. I was just honestly happy to be there. I was so happy to be there. I was kind of, once it hit about, because I was there at, I want to say 10:30. I was there at 10:30, and I was there, I want to say until 5. Yeah, around 5:30. It ended at 6. I wanted to leave earlier, honestly, but I was like, no, I better not leave. Let me see if I can get at least one more customer. If I can't get another sale by 5:15, I'm going to pack up early. 5 o'clock rolled around. Okay. And, let me go back a little bit when I said that nobody bought anything, that there were a lot of lookers. Scratch that, because I completely forgot. This dude had left and then came back with the cash and was like, let me buy that cup. So I sold another glass, and I think I sold a sticker too. Like one more sticker. Yeah. But anyway, 5 o'clock, 5:15. Like I even stayed an extra like 5 minutes. So it was 5:20. No, I stayed till like 5:30. Yeah. And it got no customers. So I was like, okay, I'm fine with the 2 customers that I had. I was surprised I even got that, to be honest. I was just so appreciative of getting those 2. I was like, okay, I'm out of here. So, packing up though. That's why I'm glad I stayed. As I was packing up, I started to, and the girl, I had went to a food truck. And if you're ever in Washington, the food truck is called Fries the Limit. Oh man, they got some amazing fries there. Like everything looked and smelled amazing, and their customers that like were able to get their food like loved it. It was absolutely amazing. I didn't get my food. They kind of ran out of fries. I don't think they were really expecting it. It's kind of weird though, you know, you're called Fries the Limit and you ran out of fries. But I digress. And I completely understood. There were a lot of people in line actually, and it was like a very surprising amount of people. Like I didn't see any of the other food trucks with lines that big. So I'm actually kind of not surprised they ran out of fries. I went there to order like 2 just plain Jane fries for the kids because they were hungry. I was hungry too. I was probably going to take a couple, but they ended up not being able to fulfill my order. So they gave me a refund, and the girl that works there, towards the end when I was like packing up my stuff, she came by my booth. Like we were talking before that, you know, and stuff like that. And I was asking them where they're going to be at next, so that I could be there to get some food. Cause I really wanted those fries. And I will be there too, where they're going to be at next week. So watch out for me. But she came by my booth and like just glanced over my stuff, and then she saw her sign, her zodiac sign on one of my cups, the Aries. Now, all of my zodiac cups now I have in two colors, black and the zodiac color. Okay, whatever color the cup, the wine glasses are, that's their zodiac color. I didn't just choose any random color for these. I made sure that it matches the theme of my wine glasses. So each color has their own like zodiac color, so that's what color I chose for the wine glasses. And only 3 of the colors sparkle. Only 3 of them sparkle. The purple one, Sagittarius, the blue one, Aquarius, and the red one, Aries. And she saw the Aries one. And I gave her to her, and she didn't even notice that it sparkled at first. Okay? When she held it up to the sun, it looked so amazing. I was like, I even looked at it mesmerized, and I'm the one who made it. And she was like, oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm going to take it for sure. So just off of the fact that it sparkled, she got it. She was like, oh, it's so cute. I'm definitely going to use this and everything. And I was like, yeah, I mean, mine doesn't sparkle, but I use mine every night. I mean, not every night. I don't drink wine like that. But when I do drink wine, that's the glass that I use. I have stem wine glasses, but they're such a pain to clean and keep from breaking. I hardly ever use them. So I would probably only use my stem wine glasses when like I'm around people or like I have someone over or something. But other than that, I use my wine glass, my non-stem wine glass, like whenever I drink wine. And I was so amazed because I even posted on my Facebook, on my business page. I was like, I just want one more sale. Just one more sale and I'm out of here. And I got my one sale and I was so happy. I was like, I mean, it was while I was packing up, but technically I got my one sale. I got my one last sale before I left up out of there. And I was so happy. I managed to give away all the freebie stickers. Of course, they're free. Okay. And I sold my ghosty. I sold 3 cups, 4 cups. Okay. The 4th one's coming. Let me finish this first. I sold 4 cups and I was in bliss. I was surprised I even made a profit. Okay. After I had packed everything up, finally got everything in my car, I was so tired at that point. Okay. And mind you, I also do dog sitting. Okay. Rover. And my client's dog was with me. Now, he was with us damn near the whole time. But I just was tired of holding on to him and telling him to stay still. So I left him in the car for the remainder of the time. A couple hours, 2.5 hours maybe. And he decided that he was so pissed off, he wanted to chew my gear shift. He chewed my gear shift to pieces. Okay. The material is non-existent. I had no choice but to put because I have a gear shift holder, like an outer piece that I could put on the gear shift, but it came off, so I just left it off. Now I have no choice but to leave it on there because it looks like a chewed up baseball that someone just stuck on a stick and then stuck in my car. I'm pretty pissed about that because I'm gonna have to pay to get that fixed. And I'm really hoping that if I talk to the owner, he'll want to help. But, I mean, I'm not really expecting much. I'm just really mad that I have to get it fixed. And, you know, detailing isn't cheap. Detailing is very expensive. And that type of detailing is very expensive. And I don't think I have the funds for that. But anyway, moving on. Went into the car. Finally drove off. Okay. Because the phone was completely dead. I didn't film the remainder of the event because my phone was dying and it kept dying. And I just left it off. I just left it dead. Because I wasn't trying to deal with it. I was like, I'll just make a video afterwards and it'll be fine. In the car, plugged my phone up, okay, and left. I had to get gas before going home because I was extremely low. And unfortunately, I had to use some of my profit to get gas, but not all of it. But I was just happy about the fact that I made profit enough to where I could get gas. Okay, and food. And food! That's the thing! I also used it to buy the Wendy's for the kids, and I was like, oh my god, this right here. I mean, the rest of it is going into buying more materials and buying more glasses. But, I went and got gas, okay. After I got gas and everything, I got back in the car. I turned on maps so I could go home. I don't know how to get home from Tacoma because I don't go anywhere. And when it comes to directions, my memory be shot. Okay, my memory is just like, I can't do directions. I hate being lost. I have to know exactly where I'm going. I can't wing it. That's why I try not to go too far. Like, if I can do something in town, like in my city, I'm going to do it. If I have to go to another city, it would most likely be a city that's very close by. Like, I'm talking one road and I'm there. We only have one city that is next to Auburn that, I can get there on one road, okay, and it's just a straight shot there, no turns, no anything, okay, and I like that, and that's where I go mostly if I'm, like, leaving the city to, like, shop or something. But I turn on, like, my maps and things like that, and I was getting ready to start up the car and pull out. And this guy stopped me. Clearly, he was trying to ask for my phone number. He asked me how my day was, what was I doing. I told him about the Bite of Black business. I told him that I was a vendor there and that he asked me what I was gonna do for the rest of the day. I told him that I had to go home and update my inventory in my Etsy shop, because I had sold some of the things that I have on my Etsy shop at Bite of Black Business. And like, oh, what do you sell? What do you do? I was like, oh, I'm a crafter. I just craft things. So I showed him one of my cups. And he was like, oh, that's nice. He said, oh, do you have Leo? I was like, oh, for sure, I have Leo. Leo is also one of the ones that I liked. Leo's zodiac color is orange, so I don't really do orange as far as like clothing and like color. Like, orange just isn't really, now unless we're talking about, like, you know, Halloween stuff. Yeah, orange is cool. I don't really do orange like that, but for some reason, like, the orange color really popped on the wine glass and it looked amazing. Okay, I was like, oh, my dad was a Leo. I for sure have a Leo cup. So I showed him the colored one because that was the first one that I saw. And he was like, oh yeah, I like this. I'm gonna buy this. I was like, for sure. For sure. You can go ahead and buy it. So he bought it. My wine glasses are $6.99, but basically $7. But I gave it to him for $6 because he didn't have any change, and I wasn't trying to give him any. So I just gave it to him for $6. And I was really so happy about it. Of course, he was literally just trying to ask me for my number so that, yeah, it's not happening, buddy. But thanks for buying a cup. I appreciate you buying my stuff. Like, I appreciate you buying my product, but it's not happening, dude. As you can see, I'm still in bed. Yes, because I'm tired. I'm tired as hell. Okay, my kids had breakfast. Okay, the animals ate. I am tired. I'm gonna sit here, listen to music, and have a little 420 session with myself. Oh, and I have my coffee. Once I'm like fully awake and ready to tackle the day, I'll get up, get the rest of the stuff out my car, put away everything, update my Etsy shop, and there's two plain glasses that I have that I was trying to do at Bite of the Black Business, so that people could see me working, you know, and be like, oh, that's really cool. Maybe I'll buy one, you know, things like that. But I completely forgot the decal. I forgot them. I was like, how do you bring the cups and forget the designs? But I did put together a few keychains there. So they saw me doing that. But the keychains weren't really popular. I mean, they got looked at a few times, but definitely looked over. The keychains were not popular at all. I didn't sell any keychains, but that's okay. I'm mostly about stickers. The other stuff doesn't really... I mean, the Zodiac glosses, I think I might keep those. I think those might be a permanent item in my Etsy shop. But, like, as far as the keychains, honestly, I plan on getting rid of all of the keychains that I can make with this faux leather. Once I use up the rest of the faux leather with acrylic rounds. Gotcha. But I'm going to be making keychains with acrylic rounds instead of faux leather. As soon as all of the faux leather keychains are gone. Okay, I mean, like, I've already started practicing on what I want on the on what's gonna go on the acrylic rounds, but I haven't done anything like worth selling. They're just prototypes right now. Like, I'm not selling anything until I get it exactly right, and hopefully by the time I'm done with the faux leather keychains, I'll be completely ready to sell those acrylic rounds. There's just a lot of stuff in the works. Also, I'm hoping to use the rest of this time that I have to get better at making headbands, so that I can start selling my headbands in January. I would like to launch I want to launch like a New Year's headband collection. you know, to celebrate the new year, new beginnings, and new product in my shop. Product that will be made completely by me, designed, made, put together, everything by me. And to be quite honest, I might, a big might do scrunchies as well. I know scrunchies have become really popular. And with places like XXL Scrunchie, it will be kind of hard to get anyone to like really buy scrunchies from a new business, you know. But if I do, I'm just gonna do what I can and see like who I can, you know, scoop up. I know I want to like use, I would prefer to use like silk and satin for my headbands as well. And for the scrunchies if I make them. But I know how hard it is to like keep silk and satin on your head because of the fact that it's silk and it's so silky. It's a delicate piece of material. So for me, my headbands, like even though I don't use silk headbands, if there even is silk headbands, the headbands that I use now, even so, they slip off all the time. And I have really thick hair, and I know like the headbands that I want to make sure that they are made for thicker hair, because I have thicker hair and I know there's lots of women out there with thicker hair, and sometimes for us it's hard to keep things like on our head, or it's hard to keep things flat, like keep it there where it won't like roll and stuff, like like roll down or like roll up. It's so frustrating, okay? But I get it. I got you, okay? I have thick hair. All my thick hair ladies, I get it. All right? I'm hoping to come up with a solution for that in my designing of headbands. Along the way, I might, I don't know, do a prototype scrunchie or two. Actually technically did do a prototype scrunchie. It was an accident. I was trying to make a headband with elastic instead of using a knit fabric, but it did not work the way that I wanted it to. I feel like it's because the elastic wasn't long enough, but it ended up turning into a scrunchie. And I actually wore it for a few days, but then the elastic snapped. It came off of the seam that I had sewed it onto. And I was like, oh, I kind of figured that would happen because it wasn't really sewed in there securely. I just did it just because it's a prototype. I just wanted to see what it would look like. I didn't like really carefully sew it on there like I should have, but well, that I would if I were selling it. It was just a prototype, so it didn't really matter to me. It wasn't even supposed to be a scrunchie. So I wore it for like, I want to say a week, and before it snapped. I was actually I was pretty proud of myself, and I liked it. I liked the color. I liked the way it felt. I liked it. I would probably make it again, honestly. To come out with my New Year's headband collection come New Year's. Okay? I'm practicing a lot. I'm doing a lot of sewing and watching classes and stuff. I paid for a Crafty subscription so that I could watch the sewing courses. Right now I'm doing Knits 101 because I'm trying to learn as much about knit fabric as I can. So I know if it would be a good idea to use silk or satin as a headband. I figure with all the knowledge within the course, I could test it myself, or like at least have the knowledge myself to be like, oh, maybe this isn't gonna work, or maybe it will work. But I don't know. You guys will know when I know. I had fun yesterday, even though I'm very, very tired and my legs are still burning because when the other booth gave me the chair, there was only like, I want to say 2.5, 3 hours left of the event. Yeah, I was there all day without a fucking chair standing. Luckily, I had, not luckily, I had planned this because when I realized I forgot my chair, I was like, there's no way I can't sit down somewhere. I have juvenile rheumatoid arthritis, so I have to sit down at least every couple hours. I had set up my table across from a bench, and I would just walk over and sit down for as long as I could. And whenever somebody would approach the table, I would get up and walk over and be like, hey, how you doing? Would you like this or would you like that? You want a sticker? These are free. The freebie stickers that I gave away, by the way, were the stickers that I made with the designs that I had bought. I don't like being sued. I don't think anybody does. I don't want to be sued. So I decided not to sell any of the designs that... Stop, Lex, come on now. I had decided to not sell. If I do come up with what I'm going to do with the designs that I bought, because I really don't like wasting money. I want to do something with them. If I can't modify the designs the way that I want to so that I can put my personal touch on it rather than it just being a design someone did and I bought, then I would most likely put the design on something and just give it away for free. If it's... most likely it would be a sticker. And so I would just make stickers and use those stickers as freebie stickers. Or if it's like a shirt or something that I can put it on, I would put it on a shirt and use that as like a freebie item. Like every 5 orders that you do, you'll get a free shirt. So I would prefer like to just do that rather than risk being sued and blacklisted and my business be blacklisted before I can even get it off the ground. With that being said, I had fun. The kids had fun. We had fun. It was really awesome. And I hope to do another event soon. At some point. You know, right now, I think it would be nice to get my Etsy shop off the ground. Yeah. Well, you guys have a good day. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.
To conquer, to to thrive. I came to win.